I'm the Reverend Dr. William L. Johnson III here with our morning meditation. I'm so happy to be able to share these messages with you. I hope that they are encouraging and inspiring. And if so, I hope that you give us feedback about these messages with the hopes that we can improve the delivery, how they sound, what the recording looks like. And in fact, we really want to best serve you. Hopefully, that you will find these words of encouragement inspiring and something you want to share with other people. Now to our morning meditation. Today's morning meditation is entitled Seed Time and Harvest. Seed Time and Harvest. I have to say, fall or autumn is my favorite time of year. I love it. I love the way the air feels. I love the way the air smells. I love the way nature shows itself and expresses itself in so many ways at such a very important time. It's one of my favorite seasons. But what I also have become aware of, and reason why I appreciate it, because harvest time or the time of fall and autumn is the time when leaves fall from the trees. Football is in full swing. The fall classics of the World Series and the playoffs come. Yep, I'm one of those sports guys. And really, I enjoy just the way nature signifies that it is about to change. Harvest time is a time of change. I often share with people that it's really important to notice that in the fall, the leaves fall from the tree, and really the natural seeding, not the ones that human beings do, but the natural seeding of the ground takes place in the fall. It incubates over the winter months and then springs up during the spring season. And it grows again in lush ways during the summer, only to bring us back to the harvest time once again. But here's what I've learned about seed time and harvest, not because I'm an agriculturalist or that I have the ability to read the almanac or anything like that. But I've really looked into my life and into lives of others. And what I have noticed and experienced is that sometimes, and many times, we get the seasons or the purpose of them mixed up. In other words, during the time of harvest, we want to reap what we may not have sown. We want the benefits of investment at the time when we have not really invested. So that there are some things in life, relationships, friendships, career, those things around us, our society, the social world in which we live in, often thrives on people reaping what they have not sown or divesting what they have not invested in. It's incredible. You have conversations along the way, and you discover that many of us have really just gotten to the place where, when we look around, there's so many people struggling with life because they are not aware that life has a reciprocal effect. So let me share this with you because it's important that what we invest in, whether it's our children, whether it's our career, whether it's our family, has the benefit of giving us the ability to reap the fruits of our labor. Now, I'm not talking simply that everything that we get is a direct correlation to what we give. We all know that's not true. You can love people and they may not really love you back. You can give to people and they may not give to you back. You can be kind to people and they may never be as kind to you back. However, what we do know is that while we are moving through life, what we are finding ourselves in is a penchant or a belief or thought that we could glean something from what we have not invested in. And we're frustrated when that thing does not produce for us what we would want. That's what I mean. It's a different mindset. So I want to encourage us to invest in what we believe in. If you believe in your family, invest in it. If you believe in your career, in your community, or whatever it is that you're involved in, your organization, invest in it. And then you will discover that what you put in eventually will come back to you. And this is the part that I think is important for all of us, whether it's in the government, or whether it's what's happening in your community, or whether it's in your very home. Invest in what you believe in and watch it grow in front of you. Someone said it's important not to simply look around for greener grass or greener pasture. They said to me a long time ago, nothing novel. They said, the grass is not greener on the other side, that old adage. But when it looks green over there, sometimes it does look green on the other side. But what they added was the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is green where you water it. So water your grass. If you want something to prosper and grow around you, if you want to see laughter, if you want to see joy, if you want to see your community change, if you want to see children grow up with laughter and kindness and peace, if you want to see our elderly really be happy and feel comforted and cared for, we have to invest in the things that we want to see. That's what I want to share with you today, so that wherever you are, don't get bewildered or overwhelmed. I know sometimes, as I was sharing with a friend of mine who's a teacher, really frustrated about what's happening in the classroom or in the schools, and what's happening in their ability to kind of do what it is they believe they've been gifted and called to do. I reminded them, like I remind all of us, invest in the ones that you have, and don't spend a lot of time uh, overwhelmed and frustrated by what is not happening. Look at what you've invested in, and what you've invested in due time will come back to you. I believe that. I believe it's a divine law, that it is a law of reciprocity. When you give, it'll come back to you in due season. Maybe not the way you gave it, not in the amount that you gave it, but it'll come back in due season. Cast your bread upon the water, the scripture says, and it will come back to you 30, 60, and 100-fold. I want to encourage you, for those of you who find yourself trying to figure out how to deal with the changing of the seasons in life. Seed time and harvest. We reap what we plant. And so that in these moments in which we find ourselves trying to reap, or others are trying to reap what they have not planted and find it frustrating, well, I want to remind us, you got to plant some seeds to reap them. And those people in our lives, if you want to reap love, you got to plant love. If you want to reap kindness, you got to plant kindness. If you want to have someone have joy, then you got to plant some joy. In other words, you got to be good to somebody if you want good to come back to you. And I believe that over time, I know it seems like fool's gold, that I believe that when you do that, that sort of thing will come back to you. So when you wake up in the morning and you're having a rough day along in the course of the day, start investing in some people and some things that are not sure to always give back to you. You may not get it back from the source that you get, the person that you gave it to, but you'll look around and it'll come back to you 30, 60, and 100-fold. Anyway, have a great day. Be blessed indeed. I hope that this message encourages you along the way. Remember that you're loved, you're appreciated, and you are irreplaceable. Keep living. You make a difference and you matter. Thanks so much for allowing us this time with you to share these messages of encouragement and inspiration. Bye-bye.